Apparently, 1 million jobs are at risk of being displaced due to the introduction of autonomous vehicles or driverless cars. I'm at the Institute for Driverless Transport in the UK. That is a stat that was thrown around that I haven't checked, but I just thought I'd hop on here and share because I joined the Jobs Working Group at this event. I'll tell you more about that. If you're new here, my name is Janet. I talk about AI, tech, and culture. Let's get into it. The Institute of Driverless Transport is a new organization, independent, bringing people from all walks of life who are interested in this issue: academia, government, startups, policy people. Naturally, I joined the room where the discussion was about jobs. And to me, the real issue when it comes to jobs is not really the truck drivers or the bus drivers, it's the taxi drivers. Because that's where I think the risk is highest. They're also the people who have the least professional mobility and might find it hard to find alternate roles. So these are the three takeaways that I took. It is so important to have the right people in the room. It's a shame there wasn't a single taxi driver in the room, but I was so reassured that I was sitting next to someone who's doing a PhD in autonomous buses, but used to be a bus driver himself. The point that he made, which is my first point, is that for public vehicles, the act of driving is just one part of the job. The real job is dealing with humans, accidents, what happens when people fight, what happens when people evade fares. The second takeaway was that most people were supportive of a managed introduction of vehicles. So we did a pro-cons middle ground vote at the end, and most people voted for the middle. There are some real benefits of driverless cars, but for me, the issue of jobs and the impacts of that really needs to be fully squared off before we sign off on this thing. The third thing that's different in the UK to the US is the regulatory environment. In the UK, the regulatory environment is so much stronger. Unions are involved. TfL, which is Transport for London, are involved. So at the moment, these companies only have a license to test the vehicles, but they don't yet have an operating license. Although there's lots of question marks for me, I think that there are a lot more safeguards to try and knit together some of these issues and find a solution. And I think that's different to the US. My one takeaway for you is if there are conversations like this happening, please take part, because these technologies are going to have a significant impact. And it's so important to have as many different voices in the room to challenge thinking, to challenge perceived ideas, and to bring a different conversation in. I know you guys left some amazing comments from my Waymo videos in San Francisco. Please don't be afraid to sign up to events like this. Thanks for joining me. Yap in the comments. See you in the next video.